welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erica. Today I'm laughing because my dog is just staring at me so intense right now. But anyways, today's pick a card reading is going to be what do you need to know during Pluto retrograde. As always with any pick a card reading and even my forecast readings for the collective, it doesn't matter what the time frame is in the title. If you're drawn to it, go ahead and let it play. If it's a pick a card, regardless of what it says in the title in terms of time frame or whatever, or even the subject matter, if you're drawn to it, just go ahead and pick a card. There's probably a message for you. If it's a forecast, if you're watching it like, let's say it's May 2021, but you're drawn to a forecast from August 2020 for whatever reason, go ahead and let it play. If you're in whatever week you're in for the month you're currently in, just go ahead and click, like, let's say it's week 1 of May 2021, but you're drawn to the August 2020 forecast. Click week 1 of August 2020. There's probably a message for you. So there's always a reason. So regardless of time is relative. Anyway, today's pick a card reading is going to be what do you need to know during Pluto retrograde. So again, you guys know I'm not an astrologer, but it's very important, to pay attention to such things. But Spirit wanted me to go ahead and do a pick a card for this. So this is a timeless pick a card reading. So what that means is if you're not in Pluto retrograde currently, then go ahead and use Google to look up when the upcoming Pluto retrograde will be, because then this reading will apply to that. And you may want to take notes or save it in your library or something to come back and watch it again later to revisit if you choose. And then if you're currently in a Pluto retrograde, then it's whatever Pluto retrograde you're currently in this reading. So let's go ahead and get started in a moment. I'm going to be working with, of course, my decks, the Archer's Answers Oracle deck and the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. The information on where you can go to get these if you're interested will be below in the description. But I'll also tell you now, they are available on makeplayingcards.com/sell, SELL/Psychic Goddess Erica, spelled just like it is here on this channel, Erica with a K, ERIKA. I'm also working with the Modern Witch Tarot, the Heal Your Damn Self Oracle deck, and this is by Dopeness Divine on Instagram at Dopeness Divine. And the Soul, I always forget this one, let me grab it. The Soul's Journey Lessons cards is this Oracle deck as well. The timestamps will be below. Hi, baby. The timestamps will be below in the description for you to go right to your reading after I show you which cards to choose from. Are you going to help with the reading? Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, guys, go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Let your intuition do the picking. Pick-a cards are also a great activity to enhance your own intuition and trusting your own higher self-guidance system. So go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Over here is card 1. Right here is card 2. Here is card 3. And over here is card 4. So you can go ahead and choose the one that you're drawn to. You can pause this if you need to. And I'll see you at your reading. Hey guys, those of you who chose card 1, let's go ahead and see what you need to know during Pluto retrograde with the Archer's Answers Oracle deck. Yes, soon. So let's go ahead and see yes, soon, what? And I'm already hearing Spirit is talking about how change is coming, yes, soon. Clarity is coming, yes, soon. Truth is going to be revealed, yes, soon. And I have a couple jumpers already. This is the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. I was going for 1, but they gave you 3 messages. So they're saying during Pluto retrograde to stop forcing it. So whatever it is that you are trying to make happen, or the change you're trying to create, or the truth you're trying to make come out, things are going to come together during Pluto retrograde, and it will happen, yes, soon. Of course, time is relative, but soon in terms of divine timing. And Spirit is saying it's something that, quiet, my dog is sniffing so hard in the kitchen. Spirit is saying stop forcing it. All is going to come together in divine timing. And of course, if you're trying to manifest something as well, Spirit is talking about, and again, yes, it's soon going to be revealed why either the manifestation was delayed or why it's not happening. That will be revealed too for some of you. Again, this is take what resonates, release what doesn't, because this is a general reading. So stop forcing it. But also some of it, if you're trying to make something happen and forcing it, you're creating resistance. So therefore it's pushing it away even further. For others of you, Spirit is just talking about how you don't need, again, just stop forcing it. It's going to come together when it's supposed to, regardless of how that resonates with you. However that resonates with you. They're also saying drama and red flags. During this Pluto retrograde, some of you are going to notice an increase in drama and red flags that you really need to pay attention to, because again, this is telling you that yes, soon change needs to be made. Yes, you need to go a different direction soon. For some of you, this is drama and red flags in terms of other people or situations or what you're seeing online that's happening in the world. For some of you, this is drama and red flags within yourself. You're noticing that like an increase in terms of like a storm from within, that there's change that needs to be made, change that needs to happen, help that you need to do. And yes, you need to help that you need to get and get it soon and coming up as well. But I also see some of you guys, this drama and red flags, it's like the tower. It's like the tower, things are being destroyed, whether it's mindsets, toxic traits within yourself, or situations or relationships or jobs, or just whatever it may be, whatever chaos is coming, destroying a foundation that's just not right for you. That's happening so that something better can come and come better soon. And so during Pluto retrograde, I also see this is happening because you're going to be making more money, or money in terms of actual money, or money in terms of further abundance and blessings, support, prosperity in your life. Like your value is going to be raised. This could be self-worth, self-value, which then will increase your money, because when you are taking care of you, when you are at your best self, money's energy. So that's going to reflect your own sense of confidence. You notice when you're more confident, when you're happy, when you're living in your purpose, your money will pick up. And when you're not, when you're depressed, when you're around energy vampires or energy leeches or relationships or people that are just not serving you, your money goes away more. It becomes less and less and less. Or sometimes, even if you have money in those kinds of energies, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, if you're emotionally depleted and not happy, you can keep spending, but you never feel fulfilled. During Pluto retrograde, I feel that there's this energy of what needs to be healed coming up, and you're going to be either making more money in terms of finances, or making more, receiving more of a sense of purpose. I feel for a lot of you, money in that sense being of value, like receiving value of self, receiving value of what you're doing, of purpose, if that makes sense. Or at least realizing that there's so much turmoil going on, that change is coming, and it needs to happen, yes, soon. So I feel that coming up. But don't worry, because whatever it is going to be for your better. It's going to be for your higher purpose, for the better. This change that is coming, that you're being shaken up for during Pluto retrograde. And if I said Mercury before, I'm sorry. Like I hope I didn't say that. But anyway, if I did, it was a mistake. I meant to say Pluto. Let's see what else is going on with card 1 for Pluto retrograde. What you need to know, truth be told. Fear. So you guys may be experiencing a lot of fear. It's something you're working through. You know, fear, like they say, is false evidence appearing real. But I can relate to you guys, because fear is something I struggle with, even still, with what I do and all I know. Fear is something that is one of my own personal struggles often. So I feel during Pluto retrograde, fear is going to be coming up, but Spirit is saying, like, just stare it down in the eyes, and just go do it anyway. Like, take the leap of faith anyway. Head towards the fear, if that makes sense. Of course, there's limitations to this. Like, you don't want, you know what I mean? You don't want to do anything that's going to purposefully cause you harm. You want to be smart, but you know, it's just kind of like, I'm just getting the energy of, like, let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say you are thinking of creating your own YouTube channel, but you're afraid of what people are going to think, and you're afraid of not saying the right things or whatever it is. Spirit is saying the only way to move through the fear is to just do it. So take that leap of faith. That's just an example. So I feel like a lot of fear is going to be coming up with you guys during Pluto retrograde, but Spirit is saying work through it. An affirmation that you may want to use and recite for this is, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So overcoming fear is through the energy of love. So do what you love. If you love something but you're afraid to do it or put yourself out there and make that change, do it anyway. Okay? Let's see what else is going on with you guys during Pluto retrograde. Truth be told, for those that chose card 1. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse that caca out of your energy during Pluto retrograde. So a lot of spiritual healing, spiritual cleansing, not even just spiritual and emotional, but also mental, also physical. It's like some of you may need to actually change your diet or do some kind of a juice cleanse or get a colonic or whatever it might be, of course, as long as you are medically able and you've done your research to do so. Cleanse your energy from the inside out, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Cleanse your energy during Pluto retrograde, avoiding crappy people, avoiding crappy situations, avoiding crappy food, avoiding crappy drinks, all of that. That is going to be really important for this group during Pluto retrograde. And let's go ahead and get your last message for those of you who chose card 1. What you need to know during Pluto retrograde. Truth be told, I just saw the Tower card. Yep, there it is again. So going back to the message I talked about in the beginning, your Tower energy, you know, you're still going to, things may seem like they're going crazy or falling apart. You may feel all of this inner turmoil or stress or whatever it might be. You may be reverting back to things that you thought you overcome, whatever it is. Don't freak out, because it's all of this is happening so that the issue can be destroyed and that you can build stronger foundations moving forward, a new life moving forward, coming back with more, moving forward with more knowledge, whatever it is. But let's go ahead and see what else do you guys need to know for card 1, group 1. Truth be told, what do you need to know during Pluto retrograde? Truth be told, Temperance. So you guys are needing to have patience with the process. It's okay to slow down during Pluto retrograde. It's okay to focus on pouring into yourself before you pour into other things, other people. You know, this is the energy of, you know, the past that was any kind of toxic past to you or traumatic past to you is being destroyed. But the way to heal it and heal it and overcome it is to face it and go through it. Like I said, facing the fears. So this is going to be, it's a progression that's going to be a bit uncomfortable for some of you, and therefore it's going to require more downtime. Excuse me. It literally felt like I swallowed something just there. So Spirit is saying, like, some of it may be a hard pill to swallow, this change, but have patience with the process with it. Extra self-care is needed during Pluto retrograde. Think a lot of you are going to be going through another level of ascension, because my eyes went to these rings, but her wings are also red, and I think that's important because through this you are going to be developing strength, and and I just heard birds chirp too when talking about the wings. So you guys may also see birds may be a special spirit animal for you, spirit guide for you guys during Pluto retrograde, delivering messages. It may be the same bird, or you just may see an increase in it. That may be a thing. But the wings, her wings are red, and so I feel like you guys are going to be developing more strength, or headed towards more strength and security during all of this. There's a lot of red energy here. So I also feel you guys may need to pay extra attention to healing and balancing your root chakra. Some of you either need to heal it and balance it out. Some of you, your root chakra is underactive. Some of you, it's overactive. So you may want to work with a Reiki healer that you trust to figure out what's what for you guys. But it's okay to slow down, because it's kind of like I talked about in my Ascension Symptoms video, for some of you, it's like when you are evolving and ascending and going into a next level, it's like when your phone is going through an upgrade, a spiritual upgrade. Just like when your phone is upgrading, it shuts down before you turn it back on, and it has the updates. Same thing with you guys during Pluto retrograde. So do something that makes you feel good during Pluto retrograde. Do things that make you feel like you're taking care of you. Pour into your own cup. You are going to be finding balance between grounding yourself within the reality and your emotions. You're going to be finding the balance between the two. Spirit is saying also get into nature. You see all the nature back here. Spirit is saying nature is going to be naturally healing and grounding for you guys. It's something that you need. Also, your solar plexus chakra may need some work too. I see the yellow here, and then my eyes were drawn to all the yellow, the sunflowers here in this image too, and then it caught my nails. So you guys may also want to work on your solar plexus energy too, in the way of sometimes in order to know what you need to do next, you have to pause. Instead of continuing to push forward and forcing, going in a direction where you don't know where you're going or what you're doing, take a pause. And that could also be part of the stop forcing it energy too. So go ahead and comment below how this reading resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys. Sorry, I couldn't get the sticker off, so I know that looks pretty tacky, but who cares? Those of you who chose card 2, let's go ahead and see what you need to know during Pluto retrograde with the Archer's Answers Oracle deck. And so I see the first message for you guys who chose card 2. During Pluto retrograde, you are going to see the reality of it all. A reality check is coming. So either you're going to be seeing it or you need to see it. Like you've been in denial about something, but it's gonna like hit you, and it's gonna be like Spirit is, ooh, these are not all for you guys, but my eyes went to trauma first in the virtual world, so I'm gonna take those two. As I was getting ready to get your messages, those two caught my eye. So a lot, you guys are gonna be overwhelmed, I feel, because I was very that was the immediate feeling I got with those cards flying out like that. Basically just the whole deck, it was like so many messages coming through, and I got another jumper card. So let's go ahead and see. So these are your messages with the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. They also wanted me to throw this message in too, so I also see the message of on chill. So on chill, what I feel Spirit is talking about is during Pluto retrograde, first of all, Spirit is saying you're going to have to chill out to some degree. Some of you are doing the most. Some of you are just, again, like I'm feeling overwhelmed. So you need to find a way to chill out, relax, focus on yourself. Others of you, it's like almost like something's on ice. So it could be that somebody feels like they're putting you on ice, meaning they're being a bit cold or feeling a little bit icy or disconnected. Or it could be you putting other people on ice, that you're feeling cold or icy or disconnected. And that's just because you guys are just trying to handle like all of these reality checks coming to you during Pluto retrograde. You're trying to realize all of these truths coming to light. They're also talking about a need to heal and work through trauma. Some of these traumas they're bubbling up to the surface. You may not have realized they were still there. Some of you realize they are there, and it's a need to heal and work through it. Also, I'm seeing the message of the virtual world. So for some of you, I'm hearing that you need to be more selective of what you're looking at and watching or hearing or listening to in the virtual world, or what you're playing if you play games, whatever it is, or what you're putting out, the content you're putting out in the virtual world, things like that. Being more mindful of the energy you're putting out, because when a lot of people are looking at something or paying attention to the same thing in the virtual world, then you want to be mindful of what it is you're co-creating with the rest of the world at that time. For some of you, this is a need to take breaks from the virtual world because it's overwhelming. For some of you, this is a need to stop lurking on somebody's page, or if you feel weird about like an energy of somebody who may be watching you, it's Spirit is saying go ahead and block. You know, if somebody, it's okay to follow, unfollow, block, whatever you need to do to protect your energy, because energy leeches, energy vampires can feed off your energy, your images too in the virtual world. So for some of you, it's okay to put your page on private if you have to, things like that, if that makes sense, however it's resonating with you. For some of you, this is a message of needing to use the virtual world to gain knowledge as a tool to better yourself instead of wasting time away, if that makes sense, or to suck the energy or to fall into the matrix energy of giving energy and time and attention to things that are just not really that important in the bigger scale of things. So some of you, this is need to use the virtual world to your advantage, to like some of you go back to school or studying things, or YouTube University of gaining knowledge, whatever it might be, to look for new jobs, to look for a new place to live, to use the virtual world as inspiration rather than sucking the energy away during Pluto retrograde. And then I also see the message of around or in autumn. So regardless of whenever you're seeing this, Spirit is saying that there's further change coming around or in the season of autumn, whenever your autumn season is, but also autumn representing symbolic nature of you being in your autumn season metaphorically, meaning your season of change and transition. When you think of autumn or the fall season, it's a time of change. Depending upon where you live, you may see the leaves, the colors beginning to change, the temperatures changing, changes in the air. It's just a time of transformation. So I think Spirit is saying that you're currently in your time of transformation during Pluto retrograde, but also there may be further major life changes coming to you in the season of autumn, or around the season of autumn, whenever that is for you. But let's see what else is going on with the for you during Pluto retrograde. For those of you who chose card 2, Truth Be Told. Okay, so I see you guys experiencing some regrets. You know, I just heard Spirit say, if you are, and there it is, also self-esteem issues. You need to work on your self-esteem during Pluto retrograde. So one of the affirmations you guys may want to recite is, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Everybody has their unique gifts. You know, I talk about this all the time, like just using the example of the psychic world, we are not one size fits all. You know, this is why there's more than enough to go around for everybody. And there's more than enough for everybody to receive what they need. You know, I'm not an astrologer, but some of my friends are, and that's their gift. And therefore, you know, they have that gift to give out to the world. You know, my gifts are not going to be the same as others. So you can get great things from me, but you can get great things from them too. You know what I mean? So whatever it is for you, know that you possess your own strong points. So enhance those during Pluto retrograde. Also, again, you may be experiencing some feelings of regret. Spirit is saying, go ahead and do some forgiveness work for yourself. You know, you may have made mistakes in your past, as we all have done, but you didn't know what you didn't know at the time. So release regret. What's for you will be for you. If it was lost, if it didn't work out, it was never for you anyway. So release the regret and see it as a lesson that has made you a stronger person during Pluto retrograde. The affirmation you may want to use for that is, I know that I cannot change the past. The most powerful time is the now. The now creates the future. The past is gone. So keep that in mind. Let's see what else is going on with you guys during Pluto retrograde. For those of you who chose card 2, Truth Be Told. Share your gifts. What did I say? What did I say? Everybody has your unique gifts, so focus on yours. Share your gifts. Don't worry about other people's abilities. Worry about yours, and you have them. Trust me. So tap into that. Tap into that. Or maybe that is part of the research and that you need to do in terms of the reality of it all. And to enhance it, you can use the virtual world for that instead of using the virtual world, you know, to waste it away comparing yourself to others. Don't do that. Share your gifts. Okay, so let's get your last message for you guys that chose card 2. What do you need to know during Pluto retrograde? Truth Be Told. Ooh, ooh, up, beep, bop, bop. 2 jumpers. Okay. 6 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. So Spirit is saying you're going to be receiving more gifts from Spirit, is what first came through with this. Be open to receiving that. Also, at the same time, be mindful of when it comes to people, be mindful of who you're giving your gifts to. Spirit wants you to share your gifts, like your personal gifts, like in the way of like your talents, your knowledge, your healing abilities, your skill sets, a time of creation as well. But in turn, when I say be mindful of who you're giving your gifts to, this is more about your time, your energy, your advice, or like your love, in terms of giving it away for free, if that makes sense. So it's like if you're the friend that people always come to you for advice and guidance, but they never listen, they never take it, and you just keep giving it, and they're not giving you back in return, be mindful of that, because it's just depleting you, and then there's no even energy exchange. So that's what I mean by that. But in terms of like sharing your talents, like if you're trying to create a business or you're an artist of some kind, put your work out there and don't be afraid, go ahead and create it, share that knowledge you have, share your gifts in that way, if that makes sense. Also, I feel like this is the universe giving back to you during Pluto retrograde, replenishing back to you, but because you don't want to remain in this energy of just taking anything or breadcrumbs from anyone and everyone, being way more selective. Be more selective of who you're giving your time, your energy, your effort, your love to. And if you are going to give your gifts away, just make sure that it is a more of a balanced energy exchange. Also, the Three of Cups. During Pluto retrograde, I feel a lot of you are going to be having changes in either in your family life. This could be your actual family, home, blood family, or even just like your chosen family, your soul family, your friends, your community, things like that. I feel like you're going to be needing to tap into more of playful energy, putting yourself out there, taking risks, having fun, not taking life so seriously, but at the same time, Spirit is saying for some of you to be careful and cautious of overindulgence. Like, don't use it as a way to cover up trauma, but instead, make sure that you're working through the reality of the things that you need to heal, and being more selective of who you are surrounding yourself with in terms of family and community. So some of you are going to be meeting new people, and old family or community you're going to be distancing yourself from because they no longer resonate with you, and maybe they were contributing to your trauma. And for some of you, you're going to be, I just heard, putting yourself out there more so in the virtual world too. So maybe for some of you, you're going to be more of like stepping into a role of being more of an influencer, or creating a YouTube, or maybe you are writing a book and putting it out. I'm just throwing out examples. You're putting yourself out there to the world, and I feel like it's going to be received more in the virtual world. Like a bigger audience is going to have eyes on you, and this is also why there's a need to be selective. Be more selective of who is receiving and feeding off that time and energy. So go ahead and comment below how this reading resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, those of you who chose card 3, let's see what you need to know during Pluto retrograde with the Archer's Answers Oracle deck. And your message is further off in time. So I do feel like there is a big breakthrough, a realization. For some of you, maybe it's a relationship you want. For some of you, maybe it's that next step in a relationship you want, or more money, or career change, or an upgrade in terms of your home or your car, or a healing of something. Whatever it is, something that is desired, something that is some sort of a major breakthrough, it's coming. It is further off in time. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't mean that it's like a torturous further off in time. It's just in divine timing. You just may not see it overnight, basically. So during Pluto retrogrades, the energy for you guys who chose card 3 is just about understanding that it's coming in divine timing. What's happening, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen further off in time. But let's see what else Spirit has to say for you guys with the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. I just saw power struggle. So I already feel during Pluto retrograde, some of you guys are going to be experiencing a power struggle. This could be a power struggle between you and yourself. The current version of you and your old version of self, or the current version of you and the person you're becoming. For some of you, this is going to be a power struggle between you and other people. For some of you, this is a power struggle in terms of the like spiritual warfare that's going on with the collective, but even also within yourself. However that resonates with you, I do feel you feeling that, experiencing that. But of course, it's not going to be a forever thing. You know, the breakthrough, the healing of that is also going to come. But let's see what else comes through. What do you need to know during Pluto retrograde? For those of you who chose card 3, group 3, truth be told. Okay. I see new place, new environment. So during Pluto retrograde, you guys are wanting to be in, or needing to be in a new energy, moving towards a new energy. So for some of you, this could be a relocation in the works for you guys. This could be a relocation of job or home. For some of you, this could be travel, like just needing to experience new things, new environments, just needing to be in a new space so that you can clear your head, clear your mind, receive new energy. For some of you, this is needing to be in a new place, new environment in terms of relationships. This could be, and again, this is general, so take what resonates with you, release what doesn't. For some of you, your relationships are just going to be in a new place altogether. So for some of you, you are going into a new mindset, new perspective, a new place where you are in terms of how you see things, how you view and perceive things. For some of you, you're going to just going to be in a new energy, a new environment in terms of who you are and yourself and the direction that you're taking things. So that's coming through for you guys during Pluto retrograde. And also see the message of if inspired. So if you're feeling inspired to do something, to make a change, or to create something, or to go forward, if you act on inspiration during Pluto retrograde is what Spirit is saying for you guys. But let's see what else is coming through. For those of you who chose card 3, what do you need to know during Pluto retrograde? I just heard them say have patience, but let's see what else comes through. Have patience. Things are coming together. It just may be further off in time before you see the full results. Acceptance. So you guys are definitely needing to get to a place of acceptance. And relationships is on the bottom. So during Pluto retrograde, a lot of you may be going through relationship changes. That may not be a bad thing. For some of you, yes, it could be that your relationship is changing and you're outgrowing it or evolving it. But for others of you, and trust your intuition on which meaning resonates with you, because you already know. You can already know. But for some of you, this is changes in relationships in the way of like, you are really accepting each other. Like you're realizing that it may be the energy of realizing that nobody's perfect, but you may be realizing that this person or this relationship is perfect for you. There may be a balance there, and just coming into an acceptance of it. So whatever it is for you guys, however that resonates, the affirmation you may want to use during Pluto retrograde for relationships is that I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So if you continue to recite that affirmation, those that do not serve your higher good will be removed from your life and will be replaced by those that do. And if you're already in a connection that is already serving your higher good, it's just going to elevate even more. Spirit is just saying, like, there's nothing you guys can't do or accomplish. And that's in your relationship. That could be a romantic relationship. That could be a business relationship. That could be family, whatever it is. And, you know, the results that come through with that, through citing that magical affirmation, Spirit is saying, it may not be overnight, but you will be in a new place, new environment, further off in time. It's coming. But also acceptance. Like I said, you're going to a place of acceptance, of not trying to have so much control, but seeing people, seeing situations for what they really are, if that makes sense. So, and a lot of you are going to be coming to an acceptance of self, of who you are, acceptance of what you've been through, acceptance of who you currently are and who you are becoming. You know, self-acceptance is also important during Pluto retrograde for this group. The affirmation you may want to work through with that is, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you guys who chose card 3. For Pluto retrograde, truth be told. protect yourself. And I should have said what I was thinking in my head while I was shuffling. They said, be selective, be cautious, and protect yourself. So whatever you need to do to protect yourself, your health, your wellness, your well-being in all ways, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Is it being more like doing energy cleansings? Is it being more selective of who you're allowing to have access to you, either literally or even virtually? However this is resonating with you, protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your vibe. Let's get your closeout message for those of you who chose card 3. What you need to know during Pluto retrograde, truth be told. The 9 of Wands and the Tower. So I feel like Spirit just said old ways are crumbling. Old ways are crumbling for you guys during Pluto retrograde. The old ways of doing things that are not serving you, the old mindsets, the traits, the fears that need to be destroyed, the control issues of what you kept trying to build and control that wasn't for you, so it's being destroyed. However it resonates, old ways are being destroyed, but it's for the better. It's for the better because after this destruction comes the opportunity to move in a whole new direction. Also, they're saying the worst is over, or the worst will be over following Pluto retrograde. So keep that in mind. Leading towards the 9 of Wands, a time to pause and reflect. Thinking of how far you've come and taking a pause to rest and focus on self-care before moving forward in a new direction. They're saying all over again, remember to be selective, be cautious before moving forward, instead of just continuing to do the same old thing. And that's why the old ways are being destroyed, if that makes sense. So things are coming to a completion energy, because they said to talk about 9 of Wands. Things are coming to a completion energy, old chapters, before you begin to see these amazing new results that are coming further off in time. You know, I just want you guys to understand that, because I'm just getting so excited, that if you can protect yourself, your energy, what it is you're developing now, Spirit is saying there's no limits to what you can achieve. It's just, you may see some of this further off in time. And like I said, when I say further off in time, it just means not overnight. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 10, 20, 30 years from now. It's not necessarily that, but it's just not going to be an overnight thing. So if you're expecting immediate gratification and immediate results, that's not how it's going to be. So it's okay to be on pause a little bit, you know. Spirit is saying that sometimes in order to create the big breakthrough, you have to surrender. Basically, you have to let go. You have to surrender and have trust, and then let the universe do the work. So Spirit is saying, you chill out, you pause, you be clear about who you are, make sure that you're working on your self-awareness and your discernment before moving forward. And the universe is going to help fill in the blanks to fill in the rest, okay? So they told me to go back to this one and do one more for you guys. So let's see what else they want to have to say to close this out. For those that chose card 3, truth be told. Career change. So a lot of you guys are going to be in the process of, or in the energy of, career changes taking place during Pluto retrograde, and it's going to be for the better. So keep that in mind. So go ahead and comment below how this reading resonated for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, those of you who chose card 4, let's see what messages are coming to you during Pluto retrograde with the Archer's Answers Oracle deck, and 2 flew out with this deck for you guys. So the first message is to raise your value, and the other message is unlikely. So again, remember, this is general, so take what resonates with you, release what doesn't. For some of you, an answer to something you've been wondering or a question that you've had in the back of your mind is unlikely. So it's not a 100% yes or 100% no, but it's unlikely, meaning leaning more towards a no. But energy is always changing. Future is not set in stone. For some of you, this is what you're worrying about is unlikely to take place. So chill out, relax, whatever it may be. For some of you, this is maybe you're wondering, is the time right? Spirit is saying unlikely, maybe not just yet. For some of you, it's like a worry or a fear that you have, like, is it going to be taken badly? And are they going to say something bad about me? Whatever it is, the message is unlikely. However this resonates with you, take that answer. But they also saying, raise your value. So this is a need to raise your sense of value, your sense of self-worth. Like, know that you are worth so much more. Know that you are worth amazing results, whatever it might be. Don't let others define you. If you don't know who you are, other people will always define you. So this is a need to raise your value, focus on your self-awareness. For others of you, this is, again, to work on your self-esteem. For some of you, this is a need to, in terms of like things you're trying to monetize or make money off of, know your worth and ask for what you're worth. So if you're feeling like you need a promotion, ask for it. If you need to look for a higher paying job, do it. If you work for yourself, raise your prices. However, raise your value is resonating with you, then do so. Raise that. Also raise your vibration. Raise your vibration for some of you guys. So for some of you, you've been kind of in a gloomy place or a sad place, and Spirit is saying raise your value, elevate your vibration, because some of the things that you're worried about are unlikely to continue, or however it resonates. So keep that in mind. But let's see what else is coming through for you guys who chose card 4 with the Archer's Discernment Oracle deck. Truth be told, I think that's yours. Yep. Let's see what else. What you need to know during Pluto retrograde. Okay, so the first message for you guys is to be all in, or to really look into the people, the situations, the things that you're putting energy to, are they all in? So if, again, raise your value. So Spirit is saying that this is a time during Pluto retrograde to take a risk and be all in, not to be, something my sister said to me once is like, you can't grow living in fear. So like if you're trying to grow a brand or a business, you can't grow being in an energy of fear. Time to be all in. If you're going to be in a relationship, give it your all. And if it doesn't work out, you know what I mean? Then like, at least you tried everything. You were all in. Like maybe, there was counseling or something like that. You tried all avenues, and then you just really see this is not for you. You gave it your all. You were all in. Now you can move forward. For some of you, this is, if you're wanting to go to that next step, to that next level of commitment, fully commit, be all in. And that applies to relationships. That applies to your passions, your changes for self. Like if you keep saying you're going to do something for yourself and make that change, like let's say you're going to go try to go vegan, be all in, actually do it. Healthcare changes, whatever it is for you, time to be all in. But also if you're giving something your all, and that person or the situation is not giving their all back to you, then you need to maybe realize you gave it your all, and maybe time to move forward, to go in a direction so that somebody or a situation can truly give their all to you, if that person or that situation is not, if that makes sense. Also, Spirit is saying now is the time. During Pluto retrograde, it's time to stop putting things off and to be all in, to go all in. The other message is the question of, but why? So for some of you, this is a need to ask yourself and remember your why. Why do you want to make that change? Why did you start the business? Why did you want to write that music or paint that painting? Or, why do you keep repeating the same patterns? Why do you keep revisiting the same issue? Why do you keep reliving the same trauma? Whatever it is for you, during Pluto retrograde, it's time to ask yourself, but why? And for some of you, this is a need to ask others, okay, but why? And, sometimes no answer is an answer. Remember that. Sometimes just take what they're saying at face value. If they can't fully answer a question, then that's maybe the answer to the question. You know what I mean? So some of you need to ask other people, okay, but why? However that resonates with you. And just revisiting your why of why. What was the start? What was the purpose? Why? Or some of you, it's but why are you procrastinating? Why are you afraid? Whatever it is. ask yourself, but why? And when you do that, when you go through that exercise and you start actually listening to yourself, or you start actually listening to and hearing the person, you're going to receive a lot of clarity during Pluto retrograde, is what Spirit is saying. Let's see what else is going on for you guys. For those of you who chose card 4 during Pluto retrograde, truth be told. Balance and service. So a lot of you, I feel, are of service to others, or give, or are learning about the idea, the concept of being of service. So maybe a lot of you are energy healers, or maybe you don't work in the work specifically in energy healing, but you are just naturally that. So people are constantly looking for you for help or guidance. So Spirit, the affirmation for you guys is the message of, I feel good when I can help others, but the key word to that is when. So what I feel Spirit wants to point out with that is, if you feel like you are depleted, then you cannot help others. So therefore, pour into self, raise your value, make sure that you're taking care of you first, so that you can feel good when you can help others and be of service. You can't pour into others or situations until you pour into your own cup first. Also, the message of balance. So during Pluto retrogrades, it's going to be really, really important that you are coming into balance in all things, duality in all things, allowing your light side and your shadow side to come into balance. You know what I mean? To make sure that you are putting yourself in balanced situations, balanced relationships, balanced energy exchanges. And if you're realizing that something is off balance or unbalanced, then take space for yourself until you figure out what your next step should be, so that you can be all in, give it your all, or to receive all that you deserve if you're not getting all that you deserve out of a situation. The affirmation you may want to use is, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Let's see what else is going on for you guys during Pluto retrograde. For those of you who chose card 4, truth be told. I heard Spirit say, keep going, go ahead and do it. So however that resonates for you guys, keep going and go ahead and do it. Invest in yourself. It's going to be really, really important that you guys are investing in yourself during Pluto retrograde. So whether that's investing in and nurturing your self-care, your wellness, whether that's doing something nice for yourself, planning a trip, staycation or vacation, treating yourself to buying something nice, treating yourself or investing in that business that you want to grow for yourself, or so however it's resonating for you. That can mean so many different things. Time to invest in yourself during Pluto retrograde for those of you who chose card 4. Let's go ahead and get your closeout message. What do you need to know during Pluto retrograde? Truth be told. Knight of Swords and the Chariot. This is giving me the vibes of, like I said, go ahead and do it. Keep going, go ahead and do it. Move forward. Take the action. Time to take the action. There's so much yellow in here. And also repeating the message of balance. The light side and the shadow side, the duality. You know, once you come into the balance of your light and your shadow side, that is when you're going to be very, very powerful, because you're going to have so much self-awareness of who you are, what you've been through, how it's developed and made you become who you are now, and where you're going moving forward into the future. Because change is always happening. Evolution is always happening. We're not supposed to stay the same. If you're staying the same, that's probably a problem. Like, you're supposed to change and evolve. So keep going, keep moving forward. For some of you, this is a need to move forward in a new direction, either literal or symbolic, like traveling or relocating literally, or symbolically of you moving into your new chapter, your new path. I also hearing the energy of just like overcoming struggle. I feel a lot of you, this is a need to act on new ideas and inspiration with the Knight of Swords, to go forward with it into your future. Spirit is saying, go forward fearlessly ahead is what I'm getting with this. Cut away the BS and move forward. For For some of you, I feel like during Pluto retrograde, you're going to receive a lot of new ideas, a lot of inspiration. For some of you, you're going to be ready to have talks that you need to have, ready to make those proposals and changes that you need to move forward with. That could be romantic proposals, or it could be business proposals. You know what I mean? However that resonates with you, to have those discussions, those talks. For some of you, you're going to be taking action into feeding your mind and developing new mindsets and inspiration. So this is a time of, some of you are going to be quite impulsive, I feel, but it's intuitively guided impulse, if that makes sense. And also, Spirit is saying that there's a lot of fast movement and fast change. So I really feel that Spirit is saying, like, revisiting the energy of, like, asking yourself, why do you do some certain things? Asking yourself the why. And that really needs to be revisited, so that you can have, again, this understanding of self-awareness, so that you can move forward into these new chapters that are going to help you continue to raise your value, raise your vibration, come into balance with yourself in all things, come into more balanced relationships and connections, come into more balanced work environments, and investing into yourself more during Pluto retrograde. So go ahead and comment below how this reading resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll talk to you guys next time.